Hey there, Aquarius. This is your reading for the second week of December, the 8th to the 14th. I've started us off by pulling a random spirit animal from my book here. And for the week, you are getting the cougar. That was my bad cougar sound. Shout out to any cougars there in the audience, I guess. So that's cool. All right, so our cougar friend is telling us that we're being called upon at this time to provide leadership to our family, friends, community, or the world as a whole. I like it. There's a need for you to be decisive. No more procrastinating on any tasks you're working on. Get to it. You've got it. Stay strong, clear, and assertive with those who are asking or demanding you change when you are not ready to. Stand your ground, be a leader. I love it. And lastly, it's saying to move forward with faith, courage, and keep your eyes on the goal. I really like that. That's a positive message for you, Aquarius. So moving forward, we're going to pull from our rider-waite tarot. Once again, this is for the second week of December for Aquarius. It's crazy. Second week of December already. Oh my gosh. Where does the time go? Okay. For Aquarius. All right, so starting off here, just like our cougar friend had talked about, oh my goodness, we have the Nine of Wands coming up. So the Nine of Wands talks about standing your ground, putting up firm boundaries. Just like the cougar said, stand your ground, be assertive, be clear, and don't be shy to enforce boundaries when necessary. That takes you to the Seven of Swords. The idea behind this guy is you are trying a different approach here. So this gentleman here, they're stealing these swords from this encampment in the back, so he does not have to fight them the next day. I like it. Very cunning in our planning here. I like it. And on his cloak here, his outfit, there's polka dots. This talks about having fun on the way. So trying different approaches and having a little bit more fun. And that leads you to the Queen of Wands. It's like, yeah, you're standing your ground, putting up boundaries, trying different approaches, but also having fun and being playful in it. Brings you to this empowered moment here. This, yeah, you're strong right now, you're joyous, you're creative, and you are taking forward action. And also, I do want to mention, the Queen of Wands doesn't care what other people think. It's a good motto to live by, I'd say. So that takes us to the Five of Cups. So what's happened here is there's been a loss. And this individual here is stuck grieving this loss. He's not turning around and looking at what he does still have, these Two of Cups that are perfectly good here. If he were to turn around and notice, just take a moment to look at what he does already have, he'd notice this bridge here that leads to a castle. But luckily here, you do turn around and you do see the bridge. You see the Two of Cups you already have, and you're carrying on your journey. You're moving forward with clear communication. So here you are on this boat. You're leaving behind these choppy waters in the background. You've clearly communicated to this person here where you need to go and how you want to get there. It's balanced. It's moving on to calmer shores, moving on to better opportunities, a brighter future. I really like that. And it takes you to this situation of a decision needs to be made. So all these cups, they're shrouded in this cloud, this fog. It's kind of mysterious. It's like, what do I do? Where do I go? So what we definitely need here is some clarity of thought. I'm going to move forward with the Shadowscapes and see where this mysterious endeavor takes us. Sorry, I had a card fly out on me. So I think that one's for you. Ooh. All right. Ooh. Let's see here. I'm all thumbs today. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is an interesting journey. So we're going to do a quick recap here. We have a repeat circumstance happening. All right. We are enforcing boundaries. We are standing our ground. We're tough. I like it, Aquarius. That takes you to this idea, this new idea, a new way of doing things. You're having fun on the way. I like it. It's taking you to an empowered place where you're standing there strong. You don't care what people think. It's looking really good. But then there's kind of this moment, this hiccup of, oh no, I've lost something here. I'm a little depressed over it. However, you're turning around, you're seeing these Two of Cups, and you're moving on. You're moving on to calmer shores. You're leaving this choppy mess behind. You're done with it. You've communicated clearly and you're getting to where you need to go. And it leads you to this moment of, okay, well, there's a cloud of mystery and I have all these choices, these decisions before me. I want to make sure I'm making the correct decision for me. Because there is a lot of deception here. I don't know if you can see this. This victory wreath is in a cup that has a skull on it. It's like a fake victory. So, moving forward, it's like you've made the correct decision. Here you are at the Emperor. You're strong and you're looking sturdy. There's potential for further growth and movement. You're potentially coming into a position of leadership that's talked about. Our cougar spirit animal had let us know that, yeah, leadership is called for at this time. Despite any fog, trust yourself. Like, you are empowered at this time. Stand your ground. Use that clear communication, and it leads to good places. It leads to leadership potentially. Now, one thing I do want to say, the Emperor warns about leading and not bossing. Not saying any of us here are doing that, but that's always a concern when we are in a leadership role. We need to be firm, but compassionate and understanding and caring in our way. Now that takes you to the King of Pentacles. You're killing it. You're sturdy, you're strong, your foundation is looking fantastic. It's beautiful. Your finances are looking amazing right now, and it's wealth. It's an abundant harvest. So you've made a good decision. Now the King of Pentacles moves you forward into the Nine of Swords. So the Nine of Swords talks about self-inflicted pain or suffering. So the Suit of Swords in general talks about our thoughts, our minds, how we're doing in that regard. So right now there's a thought pattern that is reoccurring. It's a cycle and it's causing you a lot of pain. Now, the pain is not great enough to leave because it's like a comfort almost, if that makes sense. It's like, oh, this sucks, but not enough to change it. I guess I'll just suffer. So I don't like that for you. I don't like it one bit because it takes you back to the Five of Cups where it's like, yeah, you're having this reoccurring thought, despite all these good things, these good decisions you've made, leading you on to better, brighter things, leadership and wealth, there's still this feeling of loss. So once again, you're reminded to turn around and look at the things that you do have that can take you to bigger, brighter, better things. So moving on from the Five of Cups, you are moving forward, this time without communication. this is just you on your own in front of this decision yet again. It's the Seven of Cups, this shrouded mystery. This has happened twice now, where a disappointment and a loss was followed by a need to make a decision. Before, you had a bit of a buffer, you had clear communication and this calm shore washing over you. Right now, this is your moment of moving on from this, but this Five of Cups, this disappointment, but you don't have someone else to turn to. It's just you. And you frickin' kill it, Aquarius. You kill it. You kill it. Now you're at the High Priestess. I love this. So the High Priestess, this is talking about divine protection. You've come to this point where it's like, I've made this decision. I made it with help last time, but now I made it on my own. I'm empowered, just like the cougar spirit animal talked about. Now is the time to make these decisions and to stand your ground, stand by it. You are a leader, and you can trust your intuition because you are frickin' killing it. Your decision making is off the frickin' chain here. So right now you are secure. You're doing great. And it's a strong destiny. It's wisdom. It's empowerment. It's incredible intuition. So yeah, you are very much a leader. You have what it takes. All right, so I'm pressing forward with the Quantum Oracle. Ooh, bad shuffling. Just to see if there's anything else left that needs to be talked about here. But dang, second week for you, Aquarius, in December is looking phenomenal. Like, you're making great decisions and you're trusting yourself, you're trusting your intuition. Like, I don't know. Okay, one more. Okay. So, moving forward, quick recap. Standing your ground, setting up boundaries. You're tough. And you're trying new approaches and you're having fun while you're doing it. Takes you to this empowered space of not caring what people think. You're strong and creative at this time. But you've got a sense of loss here. You feel disappointed. But you're turning around, seeing those cups, and you're carrying on your path. You're using clear, concise communication, leaving those choppy waters behind to calmer shores. Bringing you to a decision. Things are a little foggy, a little cloudy, but you trust yourself. You're making good decisions, and it's taking you to a position of true leadership and standing in your power. Where there's a big wealth increase, you're reliable, you're sturdy, you're strong, and other people are seeing it. It's respect, and you freaking deserve it. But there's this reoccurring thought cycle that's causing you a lot of pain. And I get the vibe that it's this disappointment yet again that's come up. But this time, you're not going to let this disappointment shake you, and you are on your own this time to make this decision. You don't have people to have your back, but it's not a big deal. You're smart, you're intuitive, you're strong. It leads you to the High Priestess where, yeah, you're empowered. You can trust your decision, and you're wise at this time. You are divinely protected. Now, moving forward, that takes us to events of deception. This can be an issue in leadership. However, it's the same thing. What the heck? It's the same thing but reverse. So, hear me out here. Deception and this stuck energy. This stuck energy, it's coming up again. Aquarius, we got to move past it. So once again, we're listening to crap. It's not for us. We can just throw that away. Don't listen to it. It's none of our business. We're going to be the Queen of Wands about it. We're not going to care what people think, what people say. We're going to worry about our actions, and we are accountable to us. We're not accountable to silly people who don't know what's going on, right? So, Aquarius, you're feeling a little stuck again. However, just like the Five of Cups, you turn around, there's this rainbow. There's a bigger, brighter future. We got to move past this. And you do. You find a kindred partnership. Now, to me, I wasn't really getting love from this. This doesn't feel like a love reading at all. This feels a lot like business here. Business. Because I went to check it, and it gives me friends and colleagues. So I think what's called for here is we ignore any BS. We're not going to entertain gossip right now. We're not going to listen to what he said or she said. We're going to worry about us. We're moving past this stuck energy. We're off that vehicle. We're moving into the rainbow, to the pot of gold, baby. Because, yeah, that's where we find help from our friends, support from true friends, colleagues, and potentially even, yes, lovers. This could be a time for love for some of you, for sure, if you're looking for it. But definitely a good time to network, seek advice, and help if you can. And just support, right? It's nice to feel like you have a team behind you. And especially, yeah, friends and colleagues. This kind of reiterates that, yeah, it's kind of like you're working with equals, but it's kind of like you're in a leadership role, but you're treating these people as equals. And that's what leads to this joyous celebration here with good people. Now, moving forward, that takes us to the loving woman. So yes, definitely, this could be a partnership coming in. This could also just be a really great friend too. A loved one, someone that's got your back, someone that's supporting you and cares about you. Love, friendship, family, it don't matter. So that moves us on to spirit of intuition and manifestation. Like I said, Aquarius, you are so intuitive right now. You can trust your gut and trust yourself. You're doing so well, and you can manifest the things that you want, the things that you need. Things like healing. And that's what you're doing. To me, because when I went to confirm this healing light, rather, it was confirmed by the status quo. So what that tells me is you are healing your status quo. And your status quo, correct me if I'm wrong, seems to involve depression and suffering a loss, not being able to be grateful and focus on the things that you truly do have to be grateful for. And it leads you to feeling like you're forced to make these crazy decisions because this keeps happening. I've seen this stuck energy 3 times now in your reading. And by the end of your reading, the final row is you're healing that status quo, healing that out. Get it out of here. You don't need it. So I really love that, Aquarius. That's beautiful. I'm going to press forward with the Shaman Oracle here. Pull one more card to close out the reading. This is looking fantastic, though. Like, it's a truly amazing thing to, I don't know, you just go through this really crappy cycle repeatedly and you're healing it. Because you're done with it, right? All right. Lastly, Aquarius. So we didn't see the star card in tarot, but we did get the Shaman of Stars. This is you, Aquarius. My God, this is inspiration. It's hope. It's transformation, regeneration. This is your life path. Do not hide your light. You're healing. You're at peace. This is happiness. This is you, Aquarius. I love this. Right at the end of the reading, you're like, I'm here. This is fantastic. So I hope you have a wonderful day and a fantastic second week of December. Take care, you guys.